All right, hello everyone. Interesting today. I don't know exactly what the reading is going to be or what it's going to be about. I know that it's about a truth, and a truth that wants to be revealed or recognized or acknowledged, or some sort of truth. It's about a truth. That's all I keep hearing. When I thought I was going to get some crystals for this. I heard these pieces. Now, these are traditionally very religious looking pieces, okay, or religious pieces. This is my father's rosary, so very traditional, right? Very traditional religious piece. It's broken, unfortunately. I should figure out how to get this fixed. But this is my father's rosary. Okay, so it's very, very sacred to me. Whether it was a traditional religious thing or not, it's sacred to me, right? This is my, where I burn, not incense, sage, or you could burn incense. I guess it is an incense burner. But it reminds me of the chalice, of the Catholic religion as well. So another very religious thing. So some of you might not, if you have an aversion to religion, especially to the Catholic religion, you might be like, oh, I don't know if I want to watch this reading or hear this reading, but just know it's about a truth that needs to be revealed. I don't know what that means exactly. It'll come out in the reading. But if I'm to urge you not to shy away from this reading just because of that. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. Truth is truth. Religion is something that we all have opinions around, but truth is what I'm hearing. Okay, and then this is an angel, a little angel statue that a dear friend of mine, you'll know who you are, gave me. And she was kind of looking for the balance between her spirituality and her Catholic upbringing. At times, as I think some people who were raised Catholic do, or any religion do. So interesting. This reading is becoming very interesting, okay, before it even starts. So the only thing I can do is follow the guidance, open the energy, let you pick what attracts you here. Or maybe for some of you, what you have the most aversion to, who knows? But how you're going to pick your pile. But let's see. Let's just go with this and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Oops, there we go. It's opening. All right. Before I move on to the piles, it struck me as I did this that this is this clearing tone, the bells and the tones and everything. This is very common amongst all religions, amongst all belief systems, spiritual practices. It's a very common one. Same with the burning of sage or burning of incense or burning of something to clear away. The tones are to clear away. It's a very cleansing thing. We use vibration. We use the elements, right? Sound is a vibrational element, and fire or wind or water, right? To clear a lot. Earth is more for grounding. But so just while I was listening to that tone, I was struck by, this is a commonality, amongst all religions, all spiritual practices. So I just thought, I was thinking about that. And then I saw 303 as I was thinking about that. And 303, I heard, look it up, tell them what it means. God and ascended masters are drawing close to you to support your deeper understanding of your soul and the expansion of your journey, okay? So that's the clock, 303. I'm also going to read 303, like 303 in this book I have. God is sending guides and holy masters to support you. Let the light in. So, okay, interesting. All right. So this is about truth. A truth that wants to be revealed to you, for you, by you. That's what I hear. Okay. Now, if you haven't picked your pile yet, please pause the video and do so. But I'm to get started with my first pile. Keep these in order so I don't mess them up. So the first pile, you chose this little chalice, I guess it is. All right, I'm just asking now how they want me to flip them. How do they want me to do it? They want me to go like this, okay? And like this, because this is making this upright. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Okay, we're going to read this as a whole. Awakening. Oh, my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Interesting. Prosperity, sisters, are happiness and joy and versatility. Okay. So for my pile number ones, we're going to put that right there, right here. You're empaths. You're highly sensitives. Okay. So they are telling you you need to get grounded. You need to connect with nature. This is a truth for you. Okay. You need to get grounded. It's a necessity. Okay, so it's coming. It's a necessity. So it's not an order. It's not a demand. It's not something that they're saying. It's not a must do. It's a necessity for you, for your soul. Okay, so this is, remember, the truth. I forget what I said earlier, but something about like the truth to you, for you, by you kind of thing, right? So you're empaths. You're highly sensitive and you need to be grounded. You need to connect with nature to be grounded. This is important for you. This is important for you so that you can walk your spiritual path, okay? So that you won't be a spiritual sheep. So that you can hear you, the divine, you, yourself, the divine self, through your own instincts and common sense. Okay, and that's why your own instincts and common sense, when you're connected to nature, you're connected to your own instincts and common sense. It's just how it is, right? And look at this person is surrounded by nature, right? In here. So this is how you awaken, by being connected with nature, you awaken, okay? And this brings you joy, being connected with nature. And they're saying prosperity, sisters, are happiness and joy. I feel like you're my group who, when you connect with nature, that's when you're happiest. That's when you're most joyful, okay? And so that's really interesting. And then this, I don't know what this leaf is, okay? I'm going to just say, I don't know what this leaf is. To me, it always looks like a weed leaf, a pot leaf, however you want to say it. I'm such a nerd, I don't know how to say that correctly, what the latest term around that is. But it says versatility, and this one always gets me. So I'm going to get the book because I never quite know what the message of this card is. So we're just going to read here. Just read the book. It's easy. Just make it easy on yourself. Read the book. Read from the book. All right. So versatility. Let's go there. Here we go. Why can't I even find it? Here we go. Almost there. Okay. Okay, so yeah, see, this is why I never quite can read this card. Pulling this card may indicate a time where you're coming up against a lot of resistance, whether internally or externally. A lot of times we focus on one thing very intensely and push hard despite being shown that the timing is off. What can be helpful in those situations is to move on to other things so that the energy is freed up and you can go back to it when the timing is right. This card teaches us to be flexible and go along with what is being presented to us, even if it is not what we want, rather than trying to force things that are not ready. It may also indicate a need for approaching the situation differently. If you don't feel it is about stepping back, examine how you can shift what is already there. Okay, now I get it in relationship to you. This is what nature does for you. Connecting with nature allows you to shift your perspective, to shift your energy, to shift everything, right? It also allows you to forget about your troubles, forget about whatever you're trying to achieve, forget about whatever it is, and be present and in the moment, right? So the versatility is important for you on your spiritual path because you will try to, you get very fixated on what needs to be happening, what you need to achieve. Prosperity may be what you're trying to achieve. And this is why they're saying prosperity sisters are happiness and joy, right? So instead of focusing on prosperity, focus on happiness and joy. So instead of focusing on work, achieving, whatever that might look like for you, get connected with nature, get grounded, and have those energy shifts and that distraction from your mind that is needed to be present in the moment in order to in order to awaken and to not be on autopilot, right? Is what I'm hearing here. So that is a truth from you to you for you. That's how I'm hearing it, right? And this is a truth that you know, but for some reason, you're not acting on. That's what I'm hearing. That's why they want to tell you this today. This is a truth that you know, but you're somehow not acting on this truth. All right? So now they want me to pull a card about that, a tarot card. Okay? So you know this about yourself, but you're not acting on it, is how they're saying it to me. Okay, here's your card. Yeah. You're denying what you know. See, this is the High Priestess, but she's reversed. You're denying what you know. This is the truth. You're denying what you know. You know that you need this. It's essential. It's necessary. It's how it keeps coming. It's essential. It's necessary. You need this. Okay? Connection to nature for your own awakening, for your happiness and your joy, which will lead to your prosperity. Okay? You know it, but you're denying this for some reason. Okay? It's the internal resistance that you have, that you're coming up against for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they're asking me to shuffle the blue cards now. Maybe they'll tell us why you're denying it. Okay? So what is going on here with pile number ones? Yeah, because you are the Queen of Swords. You're very strategic. Okay, so you're in your head. You're very much in your head. You're very cerebral. You like to plan. You like to strategize. You get fixated, like this card said, on your direction or your end goal or whatever it is, and you think there's one destination and one way to get there, and you get very focused. Okay, but so you're also denying the High Priestess that you are, that is the intuitive person that you are, the very intuitive person that you are, okay? You ultimately know that you are extremely intuitive. You ultimately know that when you connect with nature, you awaken. You ultimately know that happiness and joy are your goal. But this is why we're using these traditional symbols, but you've fallen into that path, and that's where there's conflict here in the internal, and it's playing out in the external as well, in the resistance. You resist this because you've been taught that the path to success, the path to prosperity is through goal setting and planning and la 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 la, and I don't know why it came out that way, la 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 la, and so you keep trying to make it work that way. But it doesn't work that way. And you know that. You intuitively know that. It doesn't work that way. The more you stay inside and focus and plan and work and blah, 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 right? I don't know why it's coming out like that. And the less you're connected to nature and feeding this side of yourself, the more this internal resistance and conflict builds, okay? And then it shows in the external world for you. Because you're a master manifester as well, I'm hearing. So, yeah, because you're a master manifester, which the Queen of Swords is, right? You need to be in this space to manifest. You need to be in a space of happiness and joy and connectivity and intuition and listening to you, okay? Listening to you. Because you're empaths and highly sensitives, you absorb everybody else's stuff, everything, right? So you need to release that in nature. Actually, I was just explaining this to a person, anyways, just telling the story. When I walked dogs, when I took dogs for hikes out into nature, and we all know dogs are highly intuitive, highly sensitive, they're empaths, right? And so I used to take dogs out into the mountains for 4-hour hikes. And one time I was hiking with them, and this woman said, "Oh, what are you doing with all these dogs?" Because I had like 6 or 8 dogs, mostly yellow labs and different kinds of, great house pets, but they need to get out and run and play with other dogs and be in the mountains where I wanted to be too, right? And she said to me, and so when I said, "Oh, I take these dogs for hikes or whatever," she said, "Oh, what a great therapist you are." And I said, "What? I'm not a therapist. That's not what I'm doing. I'm taking dogs for walks." And she said, "No, you're being a therapist in some ways, because these dogs they take on all the owner's stuff, right? The owners go to work, they do whatever, blah, they come home and their stress, their whatever, their worries, all that goes, the dog takes that all. When you hug your dog, when you play with your dog, the dog is taking all that from you, right? You're connecting with nature, and the dog is taking that, absorbing that. But then what she described me as doing with the dogs, taking them out on the mountains, is taking them out so that they could reconnect with nature and let that all go and put that all back to Mother Earth and just be and experience happiness and joy, right? So that they could, do it all again the next day if that's what was needed. So 1616, I need to look that up for you guys. It's part of this message. So that's yeah, this is what you know. You definitely know that this is who you are, what you need. Stop denying it, I hear. Acknowledge this truth and watch the transformation that you will experience. Okay? 1616. What are we seeing here? What is the meaning? Here we go. It says inner transformation. Didn't I just say? And watch the transformation. So it says, a time of rapid upgrades. You're going through a spiritual metamorphosis. Reconnect with your inner being. Beautiful changes are on the horizon. Existing new chapter in your life. It's not too late to achieve your goals. Connect with your emotions. Allow your vulnerable side to be on show to yourself. Explore your soul gifts. It's okay to ask for help. Anything is possible right now. And then another one here says, I know where I'm going and I know the truth. And I don't have to be what you want me to be. I am free to be what I want. Wow. Okay. So 1616 is definitely part of your message. All right. I hope this all makes sense to you. I hear that's where I'm to leave it. You've got what you need. So I hope you have a beautiful day and we see you again. Bye-bye. All right. My second pile. Yeah, this is my second pile. So you chose the rosary. I'm just going to put this up here for now. So this I heard when I was doing the first group, this is a truth to you, for you, from your soul, from you, okay? So this is a beautiful truth that you want to share with yourself, okay? Oh, you're a starseed. This is a truth. You need to acknowledge and embrace this truth, okay? And so you need to look for what lights you up, because you're a starseed. You really need something. You need to understand what lights you up and pursue what lights you up, okay? All right, courage. Have the courage to be the starseed you are. If you don't know what a starseed is, look it up. And you might be like, oh my God, you're out there. This is crazy. This is the truth that your soul is telling you and wants you to face, okay? Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. Okay, so what lights you up? What path lights up for you? Let you be open to courageously take the steps that are shown that light up for you, okay? So stop, drop, and ground, okay? So you really need to get grounded. That's the first step they're showing you. Get grounded, because you are a starseed. So you are pretty, high vibration. I'm going to say you probably vibrate at a very high place, and you're very probably connected to your intuition and all of this kind of stuff. And so you really need to be You need to get grounded sometimes, okay? So that you can be, what's the expression? On this earth, but not of it, because you're not of it, but you still need to be on it. You are on it. So that's why you need to be grounded. And now we have the card Sacred Sexuality. Okay, they are giving me the cards that I resist the most in this deck, and I don't know how to read. So it's interesting that they're giving me those today. But luckily I have a book to make it easy when I'm in that situation. So Sacred Sexuality. It's on page 66, which is interesting because I associate 66 or 666 with desire. So, okay, our no, I can't even speak. Our sexual self and sexual energy is such a layered and potent part of who we are. It can show us our wounds, it can provide healing, and it can help us manifest. It can teach us boundaries and can fuel and empower us. Sacred sexuality does not mean that your sexual presence or expression needs to look a certain way. It simply means that your sexuality is sacred as it is. It is a core part of your humanity as well as your spiritual and universal self. This card asks you to examine your relationship to your sexual self. Is there anything that needs tending to? Is there anything that needs healing or releasing? Okay, so what I heard as I was reading that is to accept who you are. Whatever your sexuality is. Some of you, whatever it is. No one cares. Well, not that no one cares. I shouldn't say that. I'm not callous. It's not in that callous way. No one is judging you for it, is what I'm saying. You're a starseed, so you may be, like I said, vibrating very high vibration. So you may be a person that feels love for all. And because you're here on Earth, remember we said you're on the earth, but maybe not of it. You might struggle with this whole part of you, right? You might struggle with this whole part of you. So that's something they want to acknowledge. They want to acknowledge, okay? But what they're saying is be who you are, accept who you are. There's nothing wrong with who you are. We have two things, being a starseed and this aspect of yourself, which is very human, right? So, but the main point here is what lights you up, okay? And let yourself be open and courageous to take the steps that are shown to you, okay? Yes, you're on this earth, but you're not of it. So you need to learn how to accept this humanness, this earthliness of yourself. And sometimes you're going to need to get grounded to do that. So whatever grounds you, okay? And yeah, that's what they want you to know. This is the truth of you to you, okay? They want me to read the Starseed card as well to help you with that understanding. Let me see. Here we go. Let me find it here. Up. 50, okay. Starseeds are souls with a double mission, to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated everywhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out, and there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, okay? To have that courage to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. That may be the sexuality part that you're struggling with, okay? They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and in edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share and treat your time on Earth like a glorious vacation. All right? So be on the Earth, but not of it. Treat it like a glorious vacation, right? That's what they are saying to you. So this is a truth that you need to face. You're a starseed, okay? But you're vacationing as a human being right now. That's how they're saying it. They want you to know it, okay? I know it sounds a little out there. So have courage to be a little out there sometimes, right? All right. What do they want to say to you with the gold tarot to help sum up this? Okay. Yeah, that transformation is going to happen quickly when you, so this is transformative. Embracing this truth is transformative for you, okay? So that's what they want you to know. And then there's one more card for you. And there we go. Yeah. Okay. So whatever's in the past for you is in the past. That's what this card is saying. Leave it there. Okay? Whatever is in the past, sorry for moving that, is in the past for you. Leave it there, okay? You are transforming, okay? This truth is going to transform everything for you and transform you, okay? So have the courage to do that and to follow and do what lights you up, because as you light up, the world lights up, okay? And this is going to be a major, major transformation. So whatever you've thought about yourself in the past, whatever is in the past, leave it there. It's behind you, okay? For good. You're moving forward, okay? This truth will set you free. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know, it sounds corny. I understand that, but that's where I'm to leave it, and I hope that this helps you in some way. All right. 2626. Okay, I got to look that up before I even look at your cards. My group number 3. Okay, my group number 3. But you're starting at 2626, and I'm to look it up and tell you what 2626 means. All right. And then we'll go look at your cards. All right. Okay. So before I read this, this is a truth for you, to you, by you. Okay, so it's coming. Okay. So I'm just asking which meaning do they want me to share with you? Because sometimes there's more than one, right? 2626. Embrace the light with Angel 2626. That's the one they want me to see. This holy number is all about positivity and optimism. If you want to be successful, envision yourself being successful. Enjoy your work and use your potential and resources to help others to their path of fulfillment. Okay, interesting. That's the meaning that you want me to share? That is the meaning. Okay, you'll understand in a bit. Okay, here we go. That's the 2626 meaning for today. Share your voice. Okay, yeah. So this is the truth that they want to share with you, that you want to share. It's to you, from you, for you kind of thing, right? And remember, if you want to be successful, envision yourself being successful. Enjoy your work and use your potential and resources to help others to their path of fulfillment. This is why you're getting share your voice. Come out of the cave, okay? Persecution and expression. So maybe when you've shared your voice in the past, this could be past lifetimes, this could be in this lifetime, you've been persecuted, okay? Maybe when you've expressed yourself, you've been persecuted. That's why they're saying come out of the cave. They want you to share your voice. If you want to be successful, envision yourself as successful. This is key, and you know this. This is a truth that they are sharing with you. And they want you, well, you're sharing with you actually. And this is something that they want you to share with others, okay? Share your voice. Let's keep going here. Expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Look at that. And get wild, which means return to your natural state, okay? Return to your natural state. So the truth that you want to share with you today, that you're sharing with yourself, is You are successful, actually. That's what I'm hearing. You are successful when you choose to be, when you see yourself as. You are a master manifester. You manifest, okay? So when you see yourself as successful, you manifest that. When you ambush your fear with your ferocious dream, your dream comes true, okay? For whatever reason you're hiding this truth, this is your nature. This is your nature to be this masterful manifester. But you've been hiding it. You've been in the cave. You've been hiding it because when you've said that in the past, when you've owned that, when you've expressed that truth, you've been persecuted. You've been shut down. You've been mocked. You've been not believed. You've been made fun of, even, I'm hearing. You believe in magic. And when you believed in magic and you said, I'm a magician and I can make, create this world that I want to create, whatever, people made fun of you, okay? And that's what I'm hearing. And so you've gone into the cave. You're hiding. They want you to stop hiding, okay? The truth is you have a voice that needs to be shared. Look at this. Yeah. This is the Three of Wands. This says you manifest. This says you will things into existence. This card says that your hard work pays off, and your hard work is not just hard work, it's willing. So another deck I have shows this very well because it has a man or a person on the shore with 3 lights, shining the light to will their ship to come in. You can do this. You are, the creator of your experiences. You do know this. But when you've spoken about this in the past, you've been shut down. And that's the truth. And you need to face it. And you need to ambush your fear with your ferocious dreams. Okay? And look at that. You get the 10 of Swords, which is to accept what is. Right? To accept what is so that you can... it's an ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle as well. When you accept what is, that's when the old cycle ends and the new cycle begins, okay? And this is also the Judgment card, which is answering the call. This is answering the call. It's awakening. It's answering the call, awakening. So, and it's, look, sharing your voice. This is the way that it's represented in this, this rooster, I guess. We call them cocky. They're confident. They confidently wake everybody up. It's time to wake up. It's time to get going. It's time to do, whatever whatever they call that, the cock-a-doodle-doo that they do in the morning, So not only are you awakening, but your call is, you're answering the call, and you're to call others to answer the call of being awake, of understanding this, that you create your experience, you create your world, you create everything. It's time to share your voice. This is a truth, okay, for you. And they want me to go back to the 26 that started this reading and read that again because you'll understand it better now. If you want to be successful, envision yourself being successful, right? That's this. You can do this. You know it. Enjoy your work and use your potential and resources to help others to their path of fulfillment. Answer the call. Speak about it. Talk about it. Tell people how you do it. I know that you've been shut down in the past. Ambush your fear with your ferociousness, okay? And this, eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. Get past the ego. It was the ego that people, when people shut you down, it was because your ego couldn't handle it, right? So it was hurt. Right? So you went into the cave, you're hiding, etc. But get wild, get back to your natural state where, when you're a child, you don't really have the same kind of ego. You're just confident, you're doing it, whatever, right? Until someone tells you you can't. So that's the get wild card here. So this is what they're trying to say to you, my group number 3. All right? It's time. Stop keeping this a secret. Stop pretending that you don't do this. Stop hiding in the cave. It's not serving you and it's not serving the world. Okay? It's time to face that fear with your ferocious dream. They want me to read that card for you, okay? What's the book saying about that? Let me find it. Here. Just to drive this home, I guess. That's how they're saying it. Okay, just to drive it home. Let's read this. What is it they want here? Okay. Yeah, a time to be courageous, standing up to fear for the big sacred win. A great time to take a risk. Your dream being within reach, okay? Your fear is an indicator that you are brave enough to challenge the status quo. It is normal to experience fear on the road to success. Every successful creator on the planet has had myriad moments when they were worried that their idea may not work. Learn to manage your self-doubt and do it anyway. Tell fear to move out of the way and know that your prosperity will come when you are courageous enough to follow your own light, down your own path. Innovation always coexists with vulnerability, so allow them to live inside of your dream together. You won't have all the answers, but remember, most of the time the unknown is not nearly as terrible as you could have imagined it to be. Sometimes your big fear will actually be as tiny as the field mouse that blocks the elephant's path. Like a gentle giant, use your great power, presence, inspiration, and regal fierceness to stand up and do it anyway. Find your bravery and go for it. Your dream is worth it. Okay? So yeah, you need to be vulnerable. You need to come out of the cave, be vulnerable. Okay, what did it say? Innovation always coexists with vulnerability. Okay, so allow them to live together inside of your dream. You won't have all of the answers, but that's the ego that wants you to have all of the answers. You won't have all of the answers. That doesn't mean you don't know what you know. That doesn't mean you can't do what you do. Okay, so let go of that fear. And you're going to help others let go of that fear. Okay. There's a little bit more here in the book. Fear is a nasty naysayer. How do you respond when it screams mean girl insults like, I'm not good enough, I'm not ready, I look like crap? Why would they listen to me? What if I fail? How often do you move ahead in spite of fear? How are you making sure that the desire to reach your dream is infinitely bigger than the fear you may have of taking a risk? Okay, so how are you doing that is the question in this book. You need to remember that eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. They want you to get wild, go back to your natural state, okay, where you knew that you could create your own reality, your own experience, right? Your imagination created what existed around you, what you experienced, right? It's your imagination. Ambush fear with your ferocious dreams. All right, there's something more to this message, because I feel, I feel that there's still some resistance for some of you. So what else do you want me to use to get this across? Oh, it's something about believing. Oh, I heard this today, so they want me to share it with you. What I heard was, you don't have faith because you don't want to lose faith. So in the past, when you had faith in yourself, in the universe, in your power to create, and someone challenged you and said, no, you don't, and shut you down, or you had some sort of failure, maybe, maybe something didn't turn out exactly how you thought it was going to turn out and how you wanted it to turn out. So you decided, well, then I can't do that, right? Maybe it was your voice. Maybe you're the mean girl telling yourself those things, right? So you lost faith. So you put yourself in a cave, afraid to have faith again because you don't want to lose faith again. okay? That's your fear. Your fear is the loss, the fear of loss, the fear of losing faith more than any other loss. In yourself, in the universe, in the divine, in Mother Nature, in Father Sky, whatever you call any of this. All right? So now that you know that, that's the truth. You're afraid to have faith because you don't want to lose faith. Face that fear and have faith again. That is your reading, number 3, pile number 3. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.